NamRA Kachenu, 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 NamRA Kachenu. We are
NamRA, serving with passion.
Hello and welcome to this edition of NamRA Kachenu, your trusted source of all things related to tax, customs and excise matters. I am Elise Dentlinger and I am delighted to be your host for the next half an hour or so. In recent developments, Eurotrace National Training Workshop at NamRA. Transfer pricing threatens revenue collection. NamRA spurs competition at the NBC Battle of All. All this and more coming up. Stay tuned. NamRA, in partnership with the SACU Secretariat, hosted the Eurotrace National Training Workshop from 11 to 22nd August 2025. The two-week program was facilitated by Mr. Wilson Chizebuka, a technical expert from COMESA.
Difficult again. And these resources that have been availed by management, they're difficult to come by. So it's good that you make use of them. So at the end of the day, you also become Eurotrace expert. Okay? And on behalf of the Secretary General, it's a pleasure for us to extend our expertise. COMESA is very strong in terms of trade. So extend ourselves. It's not only support that we have provided here, we have provided to Lesotho, we have provided to Botswana, and the previous I also came in, I did another training with Namibia, it was with NSA. So now it's with NamRA. So NamRA also, you need to up your game and then move forward. I think with those few remarks, when I go home, I don't hear anything, and I know I'm not doing anything. So if I hear you calling me, then I know that you are working. With those few remarks, that's what I can say. Thank you very much.
Transfer pricing is one of the biggest threats to enhance domestic revenue mobilization and demands that staff in revenue administrations be equipped with the required skills. In this regard, the African Tax Administration Forum facilitated a follow-up training with NamRA staff.
With enhanced domestic resource mobilization seen as a sustained option to ensure development and advancement, the need for improved auditing methodology in revenue administrations can't be overstated. In this regard, NamRA recently hosted experts from the African Tax Administrations Forum, ATAF, with a focus on 7 transfer price files in the mining sector. The ATAF experts provided direct technical support for audit methodologies, cross-border pricing, and asset valuation.
So this week we are in the Namibia Revenue Agency, NamRA also in short, and our mission this week is part of a long-standing relationship with NamRA, particularly in direct audit assistance, and specifically for this week, transfer pricing audits. And the focus for this week has been on the mining industry. So we have a couple of audit cases. We have sat down with the auditors in the house to go through their ongoing audit cases, and the aim really is to technically help with the technical expertise that it takes to analyze a transfer pricing case in that sense.
NamRA and ATAV have entered a continuing partnership to strengthen support in audits aimed at identifying transfer pricing instances.
Be a progress of the audit cases towards completion of the same. That typically when you're a tax auditor, it means assessments, it means higher compliance for players in the industry, it means revenue for the Namibian government. Now, the program that we are undertaking in NamRA is not unlike several programs that we undertake as ATAF with our member countries. Typically, we have such engagements in the transfer pricing space.
Namibia's efforts to counter transfer pricing took a significant turn in 2005 with the enactment of Section 95A of the Income Tax Act, which sought to entrench the arm's length principle in respect of transactions between related parties beyond the country.
The NamRA Netball volleyball and tug-of-war teams went head-to-head with other corporate entities at the NBC Battle for All held from 5 to 6 September 2025.
These are big machines. These are big machines. These are big machines. These are big machines.
Ninyanji boy.
These are big machines.
Tibaku tere lava.
These are big machines.
Tabanga shenchito.
These are big machines.
Batwa tere niko.
These are big machines.
Ninyanji boy.
These are big machines.
Tibaku tere lava.
These are big machines.
Tamanga kapito. Tabanga shenchito. Batwa tere niko. Gawacha ukulumita nkivum muliro wapya na kapse nkwide bola ifile sana totela sana ni Sancho woma bonse bambira nokutashapo kapeka peka bumba komanda wa mushiri nyantu kapo vengila patili munchito ngefula panganda yabula kano mimi ninakoba tete bakwanishe ninshimbi stelo pini bokosa ni bolimba balezi ngapapa talikuchila pa Mount Kilimanjaro peak bachinja ngafuta.
After the break, we will be joined by Eveline Kauraisa-Kahorongo, Supervisor at the Katutura Pop-Up Center in Windhoek. Welcome back in the studio, and we are now joined by Eveline Kauraisa-Kahorongo, Supervisor with the Pop-Up Center in Katutura, Windhoek. Eveline, a warm welcome to NamRA Kachenu.
Thank you, Elise. What an honor to be with you here.
Eveline, can you tell us a bit more about yourself and also give us a brief review about your professional background?
I am Eveline Kauraisa-Kahorongo, currently based at Katutura Pop-Up Center as the acting supervisor. I would describe myself as a motivated, hardworking, disciplined, honest person. I enjoy challenges and I'm also a fast learner. I have over 19 years of experience in tax environment, where most of the time I have spent in assessment, recoveries, back-end assessment. That has helped me to develop strong communication, teamwork, and problem-solving, numerical and analytical skills.
So, Eveline, can you tell us about the main purpose of the Katutura Pop-Up Center and also the services that the community can expect from the center?
Okay. As part of the decentralization or bringing service closer to the community, that's why NamRA has came up with a Katutura Pop-Up Center. Okay, we do all kinds of services that is actually done at a dedicated center. Okay, it's the online filing. We deal with registrations. Under registrations, there's a lot of functions that we are doing there. The adding and changing of banking details, modifications of names and surnames, registering individual and companies. Then comes the audit part and the revision. But here we are only dealing with quick type of audits. Audits that is deriving from, let's say, study policy, retirement, annuity, or exemption, or taxpayer, in case a taxpayer was overtaxed. We don't deal with the in-depth ones. We're also assisting taxpayers with requesting good standings.
So, Eveline, tell me, what type of challenges did come with the pop-up center, and what have you done to overcome or still doing on a daily basis to overcome these challenges?
Yeah, obviously, as a new office, challenges will be there. Like currently, due to the setup of our office, we cannot issue good standings immediately to the taxpayers, but we only assisting them with the requesting. And then we explain for those that are comfortable to wait to come and collect it the next day. We make sure we arrange with our colleagues on the other side that I will go collect it, or our messengers will come and deliver it for us, or the taxpayer will go and not queue on the other side, just go straight to Nico. We always arrange with him and collect the good standing right away. Okay. The next challenge is the office space, because we are based in a, but actually I enjoy the small office because I'm constantly, indirectly in engaging with my team, they don't notice that. And I easily pick up where my consultant is lacking or where I can assist the consultants with regards to any inquiries, or I can see where this person is struggling. I enjoy that, but in the future, I know the support team is working towards for us to get a bigger space or a permanent space in the future.
So tell us, Eveline, communities always like when a NamRA extend their services. So how has their response been towards the pop-up center?
Oh yeah, this center is actually been a blessing to the Katutura community. The feedbacks that we are receiving, the fact, I don't know, is it because the fact that we are in Katutura, they already come with that mind, I'll be able to be assisted in my mother tongue. And luckily enough, my consultants, each and every one, we have a different type of, indigenous languages that we are good at it. So they are really comfortable with it. And the ironic part of it is we have really updated, I don't know whether it's because the taxpayers are comfortable with us, they came up that I have still my outstanding years, and we have updated so many outstanding years. Pensioners that are grateful, oh, I can just come by nearby here and do my submission. Students, we have assisted a lot of students with registering in order for them to obtain a tax certificate because they need it in their attachment.
So is there any memorable memories that you have, any success stories further that you would like to add to that?
Yeah, Katutura Pop-Up Center is the first center in NamRA that has converted a customs official into a DD. Really, that is something great, and to be honest, I'm constantly on monitoring with her performance, and she is great. She's doing it great.
Great job. So in closing, is there anything else that you would like to add to our viewers for the information that they should know, as like where are you located in Katutura, and what time you are available at the pop-up center?
Okay, to the viewers out there, the office is situated in Katutura, Soweto Market. Our working hours is from 8 to 5. The office number is L117. We are inviting the viewers out there to come and visit our office, because our office has well-equipped consultants. We can help you with any inquiries, whatever inquiries, or we will channel it to the right office. On the other side, the time is no longer on our side, especially for those that want to partake in the amnesty, which is a very good thing. And I would really want the nation out there to be part or partake in the amnesty, as NamRA is there to positively impact the livelihood of all Namibians. You will really benefit out of this. You can come to our office. We will explain to you what is it, what are the benefits out of it. Basically, looking onto your assessment, and so on.
Eveline, thank you so much for joining us today here in studio. We are indeed honored to have had you, and thank you for that valuable information. And I wish you and the team all the best for your future role in NamRA.
Thank you, Elise.
So, and that was Eveline Kauraisa-Kahorongo, Supervisor for the NamRA Pop-Up Center in Katutura. We will be right back after this. Are you aware of the filing deadlines and the penalties you may face for late or non-filing of your tax returns?
Good day, my name is Dorothea Malilo, and I'll take you through the tax obligations related to withholding tax. Withholding tax on dividends is due 20 days following the month during which payment took place. For royalties, withholding tax is due 20 days following the month during which royalty was paid. Withholding tax on interest is due within 20 days following the month during which interest becomes due and payable. Withholding tax on services is due 20 days following the month during which the liability was incurred to pay management, technical, administrative, or entertainment fees. And now, the penalties for late payment to withholding tax is 10% per month and 20% interest per annum.
Do you know the payment deadlines and the different methods available for settling your tax obligations with NamRA?
Good day, my name is Eveline, Senior Tax Officer, Debt Management, NamRA Domestic Taxes. Today we are talking about tax payments. When are the payments due? For an individual salaried person, payment is due on or before end of June each year. For a provisional taxpayer, the first provisional payment is due on or before end of August each year. The second provisional payment is due on or before end of February each year. And the final top-up payment for an individual with businesses or farming income payment is due end of September each year. Corporate income tax. The first provisional payment is due 6 months from the start of the financial year. The second provisional is due on or before the last day of the financial year end. And the final top-up payment for corporate income tax payment is due within 7 months after the financial year end. Withholding tax on services, interest, non-residential shareholder taxes, dividends, and royalties, payments are due 20 days after the month during which the liability was incurred. Value-added tax, periodic payments are due 25th of each month. The value-added tax on import account payments are due 20th of each month. The value-added tax on import services payments are due 30 days after the import services. And the employees tax payments are due 20th of the following month, which is 20 days after the deduction. NamRA has 3 payment methods: the electronic fund transfer, the direct deposit, cash and point of sale transaction. NamRA has 2 banking accounts. The first, the receiver of revenue 165001 for all tax payments except VAT payments. The second account, the VAT dedicated account 165060 for VAT payments only. The branch code 980172, Bank of Namibia. Referencing. You are advised to make correct references so that the payment reflects on the correct tax period and tax type. An example of a reference: 10412345678 11-2025-02. 1 for payment method, which is EFT. 04 is an office code. 128 is the tax identification number, which comprises of 8 digits. 11 is the tax type. 2025-02 is the tax period. You may wonder what your office code is. 00 for head office, 01 for large taxpayer, 02 for Windhoek, 03 for Oshakati, 04 for Valdes Bay, 05 for Kauraisa-Kahorongo, 06 for Kietman Shop, 07 for Rundu, and 08 for Katima Mulilo. You may find your reference on your ITAS portal on the return that is due after submission. If you make your payment late, you will be charged 10% penalties per month and 20% interest per annum. You are advised to make correct payments on time to avoid tax debt. Be a compliant taxpayer. For further assistance, kindly visit your nearest NamRA office. Thank you.
What makes timely and accurate tax registration so important for every taxpayer?
Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Elise Daniel. I am from the Namibian Revenue Agency, the Department of Domestic Taxes. Today I'm going to speak about the importance of timely and correct tax registration. A fundamental initial step in administering taxes is taxpayer registration and numbering. NamRA is therefore mandated to compile an accurate and complete database of businesses and individuals required by law to be registered for tax. This includes business and individual taxpayers in their own right, as well as others such as employers with payee withholding responsibilities. Different tax types that a potential taxpayer may be registered for is dependent upon the taxpayer category that this potential taxpayer belongs into and the business activities that this potential taxpayer is engaged into. The various tax types that a potential taxpayer may be registered for includes, amongst other tax types, such as the income tax, the value-added tax, also known as VAT, employee tax for employers, non-resident shareholders tax, tax on royalties, withholding tax on services, withholding tax on interest, and VAT import accounts, etc. Why is timely registration important? It's for legal compliance, to avoid penalties and interest, to access tax benefits and deductions, and of course, for smooth business operations. What are the consequences of late or incorrect tax registration? When a tax registration is late, NamRA will levy penalties against such taxpayers. When a tax registration is incorrect, NamRA may disqualify allowable deductions as expenses incurred by that taxpayer. How and where can potential taxpayers register for tax? All eligible taxpayers may submit their tax registration application through walk-ins in any of our 7 regional offices countrywide and any of our 12 satellite offices countrywide at our dedicated center currently only available in Windhoek. Alternatively, they may do so by submitting their tax registration application online through the Integrated Tax Administrative System, also known as the ITAS portal. I thank you very much.
Here are the trivia of duties.
Did you know NamRA issues taxpayer identification numbers, also known as TINs, for all registered taxpayers, and they are 8-digit numbers.
Do you need to make a payment for your tax debt? Here are the available options.
My name is Angela Kamui, Senior Revenue Treasury Officer at NamRA. I'm going to take you through the process of making payments to our NamRA offices. We have 4 modes of payments which are acceptable at our offices, which are direct deposits, cash payments, electronic fund transfers, and speed points machines. When making electronic fund transfers, we have 2 accounts available for our taxpayers, which is a receiver of revenue, account 165001, and the VAT dedicated account 165060. When making a direct deposit, our taxpayers need to fill this deposit slip at their commercial bank. You need to have your TIN with you. The TIN consists of 8 characters, and then you should also know the period that you are making the payment for. When making an electronic fund transfer, for your penalty or interest liability due to NamRA, you use the EFT referencing example as shown on the screen. It also has 19 characters, but on the text type and text period, you put 999, indicating that the payment is account payment. When making electronic fund transfers, EFT referencing example is shown on the screen, which comprises of 19 characters. The taxpayer reference number comprises of 5 parameters, which are as follows. 1. Represent the payment method, in this case, EFT payment. 06. Office of registration or your return office. The 8th character represents your tax identification number. 14 is tax type, in this case employees tax. 2018-06 is the tax period for which the payment is meant for.
In the previous episode, our question was, what is the toll-free number for the NamRA whistleblower? The answer is 0800 535 777. The question for this episode is, where exactly is the NamRA Katutura pop-up center located? Kindly email your answer to namrakachenu@namra.org.na. The due date for submission is the 25th of September 2025. We will announce the winner in the next episode.
And with that, we conclude this edition of NamRA Kachenu. We hope the information shared has been insightful and valuable. Join us again in 2 weeks for more updates and discussions. Until then, stay informed, stay compliant, and from all of us here at NamRA Kachenu, goodbye.